Your wedding day is quite possibly the biggest day of your life up to that point, so why not make it a memorable occasion? Nora Sheils from Bridal Bliss is here with examples of how to do this. Hi, Nora.
Yes, hi.
So give us some examples of how people have really personalized their wedding.
So personalize is the perfect word. You want your wedding to be about you and your relationship as a couple. So infuse those elements that you love, like your hobbies, the things you love to do together. If you have pets that are like your kids, include them in the wedding. So it's definitely gaining in popularity to have little ring dogs or ring cats or something. So your kids are actually part of the wedding.
I've heard of this trend, people having the dogs as part of the wedding.
That was a really fun picture. And the same couple, we had a photo shoot with their dog where we made table numbers out of the pictures. So he was there for photos and then was whisked away, but was still part of the reception, so it was really fun.
So he wasn't roaming around the reception while people were eating. Okay, theme weddings are becoming big. Give us an example of some fun theme weddings.
So the perfect theme wedding was Kim Moss's wedding earlier this year. She pulled it off perfectly. Her and her now husband have a love of the Western lifestyle, so that was infused in every single element of her wedding. Theme weddings can sometimes be over the top and cheesy, but hers was just done very elegantly.
Ooh, look at those.
Yeah, so Matt was a competitive rodeo cowboy. Those were his numbers in past competitions, and table numbers were made out of some of those numbers. He made all of the guest tables that they sat at, and my favorite part was that they had little guns, little cap guns on the ceremony seat. So it was really fun for guests to just shoot them at the very end of the ceremony, and the seats were actually hay bales that everybody was sitting on with old blankets, old family blankets. So it was very personal. The theme was done so perfectly, and it was actually featured in this newest issue of Oregon Bride magazine. So
awesome.
It's the magazine. It's a great spread in there. So, and I actually have some more photos and a little video of their wedding on my blog, so definitely check that out.
I've heard good things about their wedding, that it was just amazing. And, you know, she married a legitimate cowboy.
She did.
So it was all Western themed.
And she has this crazy cowboy boot collection, and it was just so perfect. It was very them, and everybody that was there definitely thought so as well.
And didn't they have s'mores for dessert?
They had s'mores. They had a really great dessert display with mini donuts and the whole s'mores collection, and homemade marshmallows and everything, so definitely done right.
Awesome. So another tip you have is be different.
Yeah.
How are people doing their weddings differently?
So that's the key, is you remember unique elements in a wedding. Those are the ones that are most memorable in your brain. So mix it up. Do things out of the ordinary, whether it's the way you time events. Maybe you have cocktails before the ceremony other than waiting until after, or maybe you mix up when the toasts are done. So instead of after dinner, maybe they're before dinner or during dinner. And you don't have to have an evening wedding. It could be a brunch wedding. It could be a Friday night wedding. So it's more of like a lounge cocktail theme rather than a sit-down dinner and dancing. So just mix it up. Maybe have a food cart there at the end of the night for guests to grab a little something on their way out. But those little elements, those little details are what people will certainly remember.
A food cart would make a wedding very Portland. Give me some examples of Portland-type things you've seen in weddings.
Something like taking off in pedicabs, or having pedicabs there to take your guests from the ceremony to the reception is a really fun thing. You know, naming your tables after your favorite places in Portland, or doing your engagement photos or your wedding photos at some of those places. You know, the park blocks are so beautiful. They're gardeny, but they're urban at the same time. You can go on the east side and get pictures of Portland in the background. So if you really love the city, you might as well include it in your wedding.
And if you want to have good weather for your wedding, plan it in August, right?
Yes. I might be calling you this summer to see what I should be doing.
Yeah, you know, summer is always the safest bet. We got married in October, and it was, we just totally lucked out because we could have had a lot of rain.
You never know. You always have that backup plan, right?
Yep. So we are going to have a link to your website, but you can go straight to our website, Nora Sheils of Bridal Bliss, by logging on to bridalbliss.com. Nora Sheils, thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It's so fun seeing all the pictures of cool weddings. And I know you have this great blog. I've checked it out before.
Good.
And you have so many different cool Portland weddings on there. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And this whole segment with you kind of ties into